Customs and Border Protection, CBP, has a new app that is helping people to self-deport. And the incentive for people to self-deport is that if they don't do that and if they are caught in the United States, then the chances that they may ever re-enter United States is bleak. So everybody is being encouraged to self-deport, and there is an app that you can use to tell United States of America that you have left the building, or so to say, you have left the country. So what is all this thing about? What was before Trump came along and how things are changing now? How much work is still left? How many more people are left to deport? All this is what we are going to discuss today. A small request to all of you to please like this video. I have a small slide deck for you to explain to you what is going on. Here we go. Trump revamps Biden era CBP One app. That was the app that many illegals downloaded onto their phone, and they could use that to basically get an appointment to see somebody at the border. And then once they got whatever fingerprinted and so on and so forth, they were let loose inside the country. Then they could draw benefits, and all this stuff was only possible if you had an ID. This ID doesn't mean that you had a passport and other things. This was something that was given by the United States that gave you like weekly allowance or shelter or any other stuff. So the good news here is almost all illegals are documented. The bad news is that there are too many of them. How many? The numbers keep going up. I'm going to tell you the number in just a minute. But what the Trump administration did was they took the CBP One app and they have changed it to CBP Home. This is a new app and designed in such a way that the CBP One app, the previous app, has been repurposed. Basically, what it means is that when you are using this app, I think it will force you to update itself, and then the app becomes CBP Home app. Using this app, you can declare intent to depart, upload photos, and verify identity for a smoother exit. Those who self-deport may have a chance to return legally, whereas non-compliance will lead to enforcement action and permanent inadmissibility. What that means is that if you are caught still after all this is over, I think there's going to be a deadline that's going to be coming up very soon, and they'll say if you have not self-deported by this time, if you are now caught in the United States, you will be still self-deported, but you will lose the chance of ever returning back to US legally. So please, those of you who have entered illegally, please self-deport yourself as soon as possible. Trump aims to deport millions of illegal immigrants, fulfilling a key campaign promise. The numbers are just mind-boggling. The CBP One app, that was the one that Biden had allowed, it allowed 919,000 migrants to enter legally. It was terminated on day one of Trump's tenure. The new app aligns with Trump's tougher immigration stance, including revoking temporary protected status and increasing deportation effect. The TPS, I had told you, it applied to some countries like Haiti and so on and so forth. So this, I think, has got extended to some other countries, maybe also to Ukraine. I'm not 100% sure, but the TPS also has been revoked. So people are saying there are in millions, right? Only 919,000 actually use the app. Even assume that there were 2 or 3 people to a family, that would still be like 2 to 3 million tops. Migrants now can submit intent to leave, providing personal details, like, for example, which country citizenship, the destination, ID numbers, and so on. It also includes photo verification for identity confirmation. Those without legal status or revoked parole can register departure with the Department of Homeland Security to avoid harsher consequences like detention. Now, these are the statements from the concerned officials. The Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, had this to say. The Biden administration exploited the CBP One app to smuggle illegals. With CBP Home, we are restoring integrity to immigration. If they don't self-deport, we will find them, we will deport them, and they will never return. And this is 𝗵𝗽𝗻𝗻, the Customs and Border Protection Acting Commissioner. This app provides illegal aliens with a straightforward way to declare intent to voluntarily depart before facing harsher consequences. Now, this is the current statistics as far as the illegals are concerned. As of March 2025, the estimated number of unauthorized immigrants residing in the United States is, get this, approximately 18.6 million. We were talking about numbers like 11. We have been telling you on PGurus it was at least 15 million. Now the numbers are coming out, 18.6 million, reflecting an 11% increase over the past year. In January 2025, US Customs and Border Protection reported 61,465 apprehensions at the southern border, marking a 36% decrease from the previous month. What this means is apprehensions is they are being held before they enter into the United States on the Mexico border. In February, the numbers declined further, with daily apprehensions averaging around 359, a reduction of over 90% compared to February 2024. What is coming up next? CBP One will automatically update to CBP Home on app stores. DHS is tracking illegal immigrants, urging them to register their presence. Trump remains frustrated with the slow deportation status and effort, and he's pushing ICE to ramp up removals. For example, they are building huge illegal immigration shelters in Texas and other border states so that these people can be accommodated there before being deported. This marks a major shift in US immigration policy, reinforcing Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration while providing a structured voluntary departure option for those looking to leave. That's all we have. So what this means, and I think this applies to the 4 or 5 lakh 500,000 illegal Indians also, you need to really start following the law. Make sure that you are properly documented, and I think you may have to contact the Indian consulate wherever it's whichever one is closest to you. I'll give you an update on that shortly, whether the illegals are indeed getting in touch with the Indian consulate or are they taking their chances. I mean, the more chances they take, the better the chances are that they may never be allowed to come in, even legally, even for a visitor's visa or even for a tourist visa. So that means that essentially the doors of US are shut for good. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.